we go. Welcome to Cooktown. Long time getting here. It'll be a good couple of days stay. The Annan River. We're just crossing the Annan River coming into Cooktown. Wow. She's definitely tidal and full of crocodiles. We left Mount Carbine this morning for our run into Cooktown. It was about 200-kilometre run, and we've got some accommodation booked just north of Cooktown at a farm stay. So first time up here for Tony and I. Looking forward to it. Another tick on a bucket list, really. This is where we really start our adventure north into the Cape. There we go. Finally coming into Cooktown. We're going to do a little tiny bit of shopping. We're looking for a gas refill spot as well. There's the dump point. Damn. Means we'll be doing a turnaround and coming back out before we head out to the farm stay. Just popped into Cooktown to have a look around. We're down on the local wharf. Not sure if this is the famous wharf where when they're catching mackerel and that, there's some big cod in here and groper that just fly out from under the jetty at high tide and steal whatever you caught. We had a drive down through Cooktown. It's a hell of a lot bigger than I thought. There's some lovely motel accommodation, there's some restaurants on the water. Yeah, it's a lot more than what we were led to believe and expected. So we should have a lot of fun here for the next few days. Blowing a little bit windy today. Don't know if you can hear it, but it's certainly blowing in from the ocean. So I just hope we're not going to get any rain. Anyway, we'll keep walking about and have a look. Smile for the camera. Yeah, Tony's still disappointed. She's looking for crocodiles and shit. Run out of chicken. Well, here we go. We've booked in at Endeavour River Escape. Endeavour River Escape's about 15 kilometres north of Cooktown, and it's on private property, and it's out in the rainforest. And wow, this is the first one I've picked that's been a really good site. So I've had some bad ones, Tony's picked all the good ones. But when you get in here, I mean, we're on site number 21, and our site comes in on the other side of those trees. You swing around, you've got all that area there where Tony's sitting, and back up here out onto the road. About 20-30 metres away there's the amenities. You've got toilets, showers, drinking water. Across from that's a camp kitchen, and it's $25 a night. The only thing you don't have here is power. You've got to be self-sufficient with power. You can top up your tanks with fresh water if you want to, and yeah, you're right in the thick of the timber. This is a really nice spot. We're going to take you for a walk down the river and just show you the river, and you've got to be very wary. There's areas fenced off now that you can't fish the other side of the fence because of the danger of crocodiles. So I'm going to grab Tony. I'm going to get a couple of chicken drumsticks and poke them in a pocket.
No, I want to show you how to do the walking stick.
And Tony's taking the walking stick,
yeah,
just in case we spot a crocodile. We're going to take a walk down to what they call the boat ramp. That's the first one that's fenced off. I don't know how to fish this sort of terrain, but to me it looks really fishy. So we'll go for a bit of a walk and have a look. I mean, everywhere you look in the park, everyone's got huge sites. If you like bush camping and plenty of room to spread out, yeah, this one will be hard to beat. Again, at the start of the track, it warns you that there's crocodiles, but it's not till you get down to the river itself that, and you see the fenced off area, But you sort of think, wow, there is crocodiles here. And in fact, talking to the one of the owners of the property, they've got a small salty in their lagoon up there. She said if he raised his ugly head this afternoon, he's only a little fella, she said about 4 or 5 feet long. But if she gets to see him, she'll let us know so we can go up and have a look. Because Tony and I are still yet to see a crocodile.
I really don't want to see one. But...
Tony's not real keen on seeing one, unless he's got me in his jaws probably, but
oh yeah.
that might liven her up a bit. But this is a nice little walk. The only thing we've noticed at the moment, make sure you bring plenty of air guard. The mozzies up here are as big as helicopters, and there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, bring plenty of air guard. And there we have it. That's the boat ramp. This road continues on down further to another couple of spots where you can chuck a line in. If you want to get the other side of this fence, it's at your own risk. But as you can say, danger crocodile, stay behind the fence. And as soon as we walk down here, the mozzies really get stuck into you. I'll put the drone up later on. Well, we're here for a few days now, and we'll put the drone up and have a bit of a look about. Yeah, beautiful spot. Beautiful spot in the rainforest, just north of Cooktown, about 15 minutes. Well, if all indications are right, we are at the lion's den. There you go. Pull in, take a few happy snaps. Yep, the Lion's Den Hotel. Well, it's certainly not what I expected. I thought it was in the middle of the scrub. So there you go. Wow. Lion's Den Hotel. Righto, the infamous Lion's Den Hotel. I've just noticed a sign here which is quite interesting. So there you go. We're going to sneak in and have a look. See what it's all about. Another icon. Must do on our trip. But yeah, I always thought it was in the middle of the scrub. There you go. The infamous Lion's Den Hotel. Not far from here you can start the crib track. You can head on down the road on the Bloomfield Road down to Wodgel and then do the Bloomfield track from there. We're not. We're going to head out to Archer Point today. But yeah, wanted to visit the Lion's Den Hotel. Big old turtle shell hanging on the wall. Wow.
Wow, isn't it? Wow.
Everyone's put their name on the wall.
Gary and Helen Mears, Muscle Rock.
Spotted a couple of locals on the wall.
Tassie to the tip.
We've got a pen. I need to add to that. What do you want, Pumpkin?
I don't know, I want you to get a shirt from him. This is
Oh,
where
wow.
you wanted to come. What?
Oh, I'm still taping it.
No.
Tony wants me to say that I in Cooktown and didn't videotape some stuff, but I refuse. I refuse to say it's just not in my dictionary.
Say it.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry.